Okay, so just leaving Billingham now, and I'm going to take you through to the Transporter Bridge via, this house here on the left that we're passing now does a Christmas display, and I mean all the lights out, the electricity bill, he must nick the electricity or something like that, because that is lit up. I mean, when you say lit up like a Christmas tree, I mean you've never seen a house like it absolutely before in your entire life. Something to be seen that. If you are up in the northeast around about Christmas time, I think it switches on mid-November, and honestly the whole house, the whole garden, everything is all lit up with different displays and what have you. Brilliant stuff it is indeed. Anyway, going to the Transporter Bridge through a place called Port Clarence, and I think I'll go this way, past right. Club on the left hand side, Cowpen Bewley Sports Club, it's very, very busy there. Coming through the industrial estate here now, I think this brings us out, just before the dead end we turn left. This brings us out on the back road, Billingham back road, towards, did I say Cowpen Bewley? No, Cowpen Bewley's up that way. Port, I'll have a think about what it's called. Anyway, through the industrial estate now. I think Amazon have a depot here or something like that. I'm sure they do. Or did. Anyway. Truck and van, Mercedes Benz, this is where all the commercial vehicles get sorted out. It is indeed. Around about here. Billingham Crisp Factory. Is that the crisp factory there? KP Snacks, yeah, on the right. Very, very busy place, that one. Really, really is. Port Clarence, that's where we're heading to, Port Clarence, and I'm going to show you the Transporter Bridge through Port Clarence. Yeah, I'd love a tour around that crisp factory and to see if they give us any goodies, you know what I mean? A couple of bags of crisps, a couple of boxes of crisps even. There you go. Right, I'll cut you off just now and I'll turn you back on again when we're just about to pull into Port Clarence. Stand by, folks, we go to the Transporter Bridge at Middlesbrough. This side of it, the north side though. For those of you with good eyes, Transporter Bridge up ahead, front and centre. There we go, all in blue. Yeah, what a fantastic sight that is, eh? We're going to go right down to it. I'm going to show you right down to it as we come into a 40 zone now, as we head in towards Port Clarence. And I do know as it goes from a 40 zone to a 30 zone, so we've got to be careful here. And there's often these speed wagons out and everything like that, you know, that click you on for speeding. Aveco North East Truck and Van on the left hand side. All sorts of commercials out of there. A horse there. Hello. There you go. What do you say to horses? I don't know, horsey language. Caravan storage there, all caravans wandered. Butchers here, apparently this is a good butcher's on the right hand side now that we're stopping outside of. The old butcher's sandwich shop. Oh, get in the right gear. Jason would help, wouldn't it? And look at that. Anyway, made a faux pas of that, didn't I? Through here onto Clarence Street. This is what this is called, into Old Clarence. Car wash there. Like I say, no good for motorbikes, you get wet like. Do you know what I mean? 30 mile an hour zone now in Port Clarence. Now Port Clarence is, it feels to me like it's in the middle of nowhere. Who would live here? It's not a sort of place I would live or want to live, or if I was rehoused and looking for housing and everything, like I suppose you've got to thank your lucky stars. But to get here, I think one of my mates, Paul, who was a security officer in Middleton Grade Shopping Centre, I think he used to once live here with his family. I'm not too sure. I'll have to ask him again. But yeah, Port Clarence. Goodness gracious me. And the shops down here. Oh, I'll tell you what. The mode of transport there on the left hand side. Yeah. I suppose everywhere is like as it's good and it's bad, doesn't it? Shouldn't really take the mickey out of anything. That's what I'm not about that sort of thing. Anyway, the shops are here. WAW convenience store there. The Chipsy King. Car sales place on the right hand side. A school on the left. Alright. And I think it goes down to 20 mile an hour at this when the school's in. I think lights flash or something like that. It tells you it should be. But anyway, Port Clarence. Oh, a war memorial. They're respectful. God bless you all. There we go, on the left hand side. This used to be, you can tell by the shape of it, this on the left hand side used to be a, oh, there's a transporter bridge over there on the right, hidden behind the factories. That used to be a co-op, you can tell, can't you, by the shape of the building. Allotments out the back to the left there at Port Clarence. Different play area here for the kids and adults, I think. And there's one of them scooters blasting along, look. Yeah. Anyway, we're not going to go left, we're going to go down to the transporter bridge itself, and I'm going to show you it in its might and what have you, and what a structure of a thing it is too. We're lucky enough to have things like that still around. I'm surprised they haven't taken it down, you know, but they still use it. It's still in use, or I believe it's still in use. I've been across it any amount of time. I've never been across it on anything other than a car. You pull on and the bottom carriage goes along, takes you across the river. Pub here. Used to be strippers on there and everything at Station Hotel. They did indeed. I hope my missus isn't watching this one. Never been before, sweetheart. Never been. Be always cheap in their mind. But anyway, the transporter bridge, there it is in all its form and glory. I mean, look at these houses here. I suppose it'd be quite romantic to live in one of these houses here, wouldn't it? Overlooking that bridge. I don't know. As we pull around it, I'm going to show you that if the camera will get it all, and I'm sure it will. Look at that. How good is that? Absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to turn around, I think. Look at that. Terry Scott from Terry and June, a programme that was out in the late 70s and 80s and what have you. Terry and June. Terry Scott was apparently on at Sunderland, I think, and he was staying over here in Middlesbrough. And one night there's a carriage that comes on them wires, on them string things, comes across and picks you up. One night he came this way from Sunderland area, up that way, and he came here and he drove straight across, thinking it was just a normal bridge, and he went down there. Terry Scott, probably 1982 I think it was. I'll have to check into that and what have you. Yeah, the famous Terry Scott of Terry and June fame, come a cropper, thinking that was a normal bridge that you drive over when it wasn't, and the carriage thing was over the other side. He went down there and had to be rescued and everything like that. Cleveland Hills in front of ourselves. There we go. What a sight that is. Absolutely fantastic. Wow, look at that. The radio masts up there. There was a fire up there a couple of years back, 3 years back or something like that, a fire. Anyway, that's the transporter bridge. I think what I'll do is I'll cut you off there, because I'm going to go back and take some photographs for you. Just been to see the transporter bridge to show you that. So on the way home, on the left hand side is an old RAF station. It is indeed. I bet you didn't know that. It's called Saltholme Nature Reserve now. We know where the birds come and everything like that, like wetlands. That's where they come to, Saltholme on the left hand side. And I don't know whether you can see that, but over on the right, can you see that structure? They dismantle gas terminals, gas platforms. But anyway, Saltholme on the left hand side there, and the nature reserve just outside of Hartlepool. And I'm going to show you Seal Sands, and I'm going to tell you exactly why they call it Seal Sands as well. Cut you off for now. Right, so just coming back past the Seal Sands there, which is all oil refineries and things like that, you know, chemical works, and where they ship them out, and platforms and shipping things and everything like that. But anyway, we're coming past now the reason why it's called Seal Sands. This is actually Greetham Creek, believe it or not. This runs all the way up to Greetham village, apparently, this inlet of the waterway. It does indeed. And on the left, you can often see, and the right, you can often see can you see the old World War II structures out there as well? They were expecting the Germans to come right up here, you know. They've got gun platforms and everything over there. I've been to see that. I'll do another video about that sometime when I'm on foot. But Seal Sands, you park your car up here on the left, and you walk up to this viewing platform, again on your left, and you look out and you can see all the seals down there in the bay. You can indeed. How good is that? Brilliant, isn't it? And I tell you what, also a movie that was made, and I can't remember the name of it. I went to see it last February. It was released last February, about a motorbiker in Hartlepool who used to run drugs and everything like that for his family. Was made here on the seal stand, just the seal stand's locations around, and I'll take you down and show you some film spots, some movie spots from the movie at another time. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed your look at the transporter bridge today. And just as we're coming up towards, I might leave the camera on for a little bit. As we're coming in towards Seaton Carew, I'll drop my speed down, 50 mile an hour. There we go. And yeah, I hope we've enjoyed the look around brief all of it was, but the transporter bridge there, Port Clarence, Hartlepool side of and across to Middlesbrough. Terry Scott, I'll post that up about Terry Scott, what happened to him as well, driving his car off the bridge, the dafty, I don't know. And then on the right hand side in my camera, I'm sure you can see that, an oil rig platform which is in to be dismantled, and they're actually storing in this port here on the right. This is Greythorpe on the left, right? They're actually storing in here, you know, the blades for the wind turbines, they're massive things out at sea. This is called Able Seaton Port, and they're actually storing the wind turbine blades and the turbines themselves. I think they put them on the ships here. Yeah, they do. Look at them, fantastic, if you can see them, that is. Anyway, that's it. As we pass the power station, Hartlepool power station, I'm going to bid you farewell, cut you off for now, and that's been another tour by bike. Thank you.